So we have completed the two steps, providing engineering data and creating a geometry. Next is we have to do the meshing and assigning the material. For that we'll go to the model step. I'll right click and we'll say edit. So you can see the status bar, it's starting a mechanical. Till that it starts mechanical, let me drink my coffee. It's take little time. Okay, so mechanical is open. I will keep my coffee aside. So this is a mechanical interface you are already familiar with. Above is a context menu. So if I'm in geometry, it will show the geometry options. If I'm in material, it will show material options. So this is a context menu. Other options: home, display, selection, and automation. There is an outline tree. This is a detail. Below is a status bar. From here you can change the unit. We are working in mm. Let me change the unit to metric mm. And there's a graphics window. So under geometry, now you can see the three lines, but we are not able to visualize the cross section. So to visualize the cross section, I will go to display and will say cross section, style cross section. So now I can see the cross section of every steps. Here we'll first assign the material to the bar. We'll go to geometry, we'll expand this beam 1000 mm. That is made up of, let me open a problem statement, steel. So its correct assignment, structural steel. 500 mm beam is having material assignment. From detail menu I will assign material as a brass, and third, which is 300 mm beam, let me assign material of aluminum. Right, so now I have assigned the material. Let me check whether material is assigned properly or not. Here we are having only 3 steps, but if we are having 800 or 900 parts, it's very difficult to go to each part and check the material. So there is a graphical way also to check the material. We'll click on material tab under the outline tree, and then I will click on geometry tab here. Now I can see the color wise material. So red is aluminum, green is brass, and gray is a steel, which is correct assignment. Next is here in 2020 the ANSYS give option of creating cross section here in ANSYS Mechanical. Previously it was not available, but we are not going to use that feature now, as old interfaces are not having that option. We'll go to the mesh and we'll define each beam to have only one element, right? So if you remember that in FEM we are going to compare with the analytical solution, and here I'm going to assign edge sizing of one element throughout the length. Okay, so I'll click on mesh, I'll go to the sizing. You can go from context menu or right click and we'll say insert sizing. Just let me take out this cross section display. I will just go to display and we'll switch off this. We'll go to the edge selection filter from above floating toolbar. We'll select edge. We'll select this first edge, or rather I will select all the edges. I'll press Ctrl and Ctrl all. All 3 edges are selected. Instead of element size, I will say number of divisions, and I will say 1 division. So each body will have only single division. We'll go to the mesh and we'll set element order instead of program control to linear. So what this linear means is it means that this corner, and we'll have a node here, a node here, and we'll have node here. Linear means throughout the element only two corner nodes, there is no mid-side nodes, right? So that's a linear. If we are having a mid-side nodes, then that is known as a quadratic element. Here let's make it linear because we want to compare with the hand calculation. Either keeping linear, quadratic, your answer is not going to change, right? So I will just right click and we'll say generate mesh. So we'll go to the preferences, we'll say node number, we'll click on, I'm not able to see, just let me go to display and switch off this shell and leave. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes and 3 elements, 1, 2, 3 elements, right? So that's all in the meshing. Next we'll see the applying the loadings.